Hi, welcome to Anaprime Recap. You are teleported into a game and, due to a spell, you are sent to the world of demons. To get out of there alive, you'll need to defeat the level 5000 Dragon God, the biggest opponent you've ever faced. In today's video, we will continue with the anime, Shinka no Mi, episodes 4, 5 and 6. Seiichi and Saria set out for another test to see if they are fit to be part of their guild. This time, they need to collect some items and bring them to Artoria. Saria is the first to present the items she has collected and shows that she was successful in her quest to find medicinal herbs, as her supervisor had requested. Then the girl checks the items collected by Seiichi and the boy informs her that he managed to find mana mushrooms, an extremely rare item. However, his mission was to collect medicinal herbs, simple items that could be found anywhere. Still, Seiichi reveals that he couldn't find any herbs in Artoria, shows that some of those plants were literally growing beside the boy's feet. After collecting them, he sets out on a new quest, looking for the 5 missing medicinal herbs. The problem is, no matter how hard Seiichi tries, he can only find rare items. During the search, the boy spots 3 demons who plan to capture humans with their traps. Seiichi approaches and asks if they saw any medicinal herbs nearby, but, to his surprise, those demons decide to eliminate him, afraid that the boy has overheard their plans. One of those weirdos summons a troll and orders the creature to destroy the boy, but Seiichi uses his absorb ability to transfer his opponent's strength to him. By doing so, the boy manages to block the giant's attack and destroy the wooden log the troll was using to strike him. When they realize that their giant friend has been defeated, the cowardly demons give up on attacking the boy and flee. Unsuccessful in collecting the medicinal herbs, Seiichi returns carrying several rare items he found along the way. Artoria, feeling sorry for the boy, decides to give him some herbs she had found. Then the trio set off for the next test, which would decide if they really could be part of that guild. To pass, each of them would have to defeat 10 slimes. The battle begins and Seiichi takes his first sword swing. However, before receiving the attack, the monster disappears and, when investigating the reason why it happened, Artoria discovers that someone has spread teleportation spells all over that place. The girl interrupts the test and asks the couple to leave, but shortly afterward, Artoria is also teleported away. Seeing that her friend is in danger, Seiichi and Saria go after her and also end up being taken to another world. As they didn't know that place, they decide to separate to find the way out. Artoria gives Seiichi a guide stone, which would show her location. If the stone turned red, that would be a sign that the girl was in danger. As she prepared to head in the opposite direction, she steps into a trap and a part of the ground begins to rise, forming a wall separating Artoria from her companions. The young woman uses her axe to try to knock down the wall, but fails to cause a single scratch. So, she decides to look for another way to get to them. Saria has the idea of using the guide stone to find her friend, but it doesn't work out. The stone only points towards the wall. Apparently, the only way to find Artoria is to destroy that wall. Seiichi throws a few punches, but the most he can do is bruise his fists. So, Saria suggests they go another way to try to find their friend. Meanwhile, Artoria was getting a good beating from a zombie mummy who guarded the halls of that castle. However, with the help of her axe, the girl manages to defeat that monster. Even injured, she continues looking for a way to find Seiichi and Saria. While searching for the girl, the couple find a very suspicious chest. From inside, they heard a voice ordering them to open the box. Suddenly, a pair of arms and legs emerge from the chest and try to attack them. However, Seiichi uses his restraining spell against that thing and manages to defeat it. The lid of the chest opens, and inside, they find the 2 legend-level gear in the Ring of Misfortune, which multiplies the wearer's luck by -2. At this point, Saria notices that the guide stone given by Artoria has turned red, which means the girl is in danger. Desperate to discover that his friend's life is at risk, Seiichi begins to punch the wall that separates them again. As she walks through the halls of the castle, the girl enters the room of the Black Dragon God, who is determined to devour her. Artoria uses her axe to try to defend herself, but the Dragon God is infinitely stronger than her. However, the girl will not allow herself to be eliminated until she sees her friends safely at home. Therefore, to defeat that monster, she decides to use her secret weapon, the power that gave her the name Calamity. Artoria transforms into a red creature and starts to attack, but in a single blow the dragon manages to throw her away. Still, the girl doesn't give up and goes for him again. However, she ends up having her legs seriously injured. In a final blow, Artoria has her stomach pierced and her only option is to accept defeat. As she was about to be eliminated by the dragon's flames, Seiichi and Saria appear and the boy uses his cloak to block the fire. As Saria uses a healing potion to treat Artoria's wounds, Seiichi draws his swords to face that monster. The boy uses his ultrasonic speed to dodge the dragon's attacks and heads towards it. But he ends up being hit by a fireball and is thrown to the other side. When using his advanced assessment skill, he finds that the black dragon god is at level 5000, the highest he has ever faced. The monster uses its tail to hurl Seiichi against the wall. This blow is enough to seriously injure him. To try to destroy the boy once and for all, the creature unleashes its most powerful spell, the Infernal Inferno, which consists of a giant fireball. Seiichi didn't know how to get rid of that attack, so Saria reminds him of the spell the boy used while fighting her. In doing so, tons of water fall on top of the dragon and flow in all directions. Still, the demon does not give up the fight and prepares for another attack. While fighting back, Seiichi acquires several new abilities, which he uses to cut the monster to pieces. After eliminating him, his level increases and new items are unlocked. Among them, the Black Dragon God's Claw, Scale, Fang, and Bone. Also, by eating the Dragon God Gem, his physical abilities and the potency of all his spells increase. Now with new powers, Seiichi opens a portal and the trio are able to safely return to their starting map. When she wakes up, Artoria asks her friends for forgiveness for involving them in her misfortune and reveals that since she was born, she has carried a curse that makes her have bad luck. For her, the worst of it all is that the people around her are also affected by her calamity. When she arrives at her guild, her companions reveal that they were worried about Artoria's disappearance and would soon set out to look for her. Hearing this, Seiichi says that despite her curse, he, Saria, and all of the girl's friends loved her. Embarrassed, Artoria runs away and Saria asks Seiichi to go after her. When she finds the girl, he hugs her and promises that he will be by her side when she feels insecure. In that instant, the boy remembers that he found the Ring of Misfortune while he and Saria were exploring the castle. This ring is capable of multiplying its wearer's luck by -2, so, as Artoria's luck is negative, when wearing it, she would have positive luck. So Seiichi puts the Ring of Misfortune on her finger which, when it meets with Artoria's bad luck, has the opposite effect and becomes the Ring of Happiness. This, without a doubt, is the best gift Artoria could receive. Embarrassed, she runs away again as she realizes she is starting to fall in love with Seiichi. The next morning, while having breakfast with Saria, Seiichi says that Artoria is avoiding him. Saria says that doesn't mean the girl hates him, maybe she just needs some alone time. Later, the couple separates. While Saria goes to visit the orphanage, Seiichi decides to brave that new world to gather some important information. He meets with his other guild mates and asks if there have been any major events in nearby cities lately. Gussel, the green-haired bodybuilder, responds that he has heard that some other country has conducted an invocation of great heroes. Ellis completes by saying that these heroes were brought from another world to defeat the resurrected demon lord. The girl says that if Seiichi wants to know more about this story, he should go to the royal library and Gussel gives him a map so he can get there. At the library, Seiichi realizes that the information provided in the books was incomplete. Also, all records refer to humanity as being righteous and the demon lord as being evil. However, demons suffered cruel fates at the hands of humans. Faced with this controversy, Seiichi no longer knows what to believe. He decides to take a break from his research on the war between humans and demons, and decides to start studying magic. A few hours later, the boy goes out to lunch. On the way, he meets a girl with animal ears exhibiting some of her paintings. Seiichi then decides to buy one of those paintings. After sending the object to his item box, he is attracted by the delicious smell coming from a restaurant. Upon entering, the boy notices that the place is pretty empty, however, the food looks amazing. While eating his plate of noodles, a man named Ranza, who is sitting next to him, asks if the boy is new in town, as he has never seen him there. After introducing himself, the man tells that mustachioed guy is called Noid and owns that restaurant. Meanwhile, Artoria walks, confused, through the city streets. The girl doesn't know what to do with the feelings she had for Seiichi. At that moment, Adriana appears and invites the girl for tea. As they talk, Artoria tells her what's been bothering her and Adriana claims that all of this is happening because she's in love. The woman still says that ring Seiichi had given Artoria was a vow of eternal love, but the girl knows that Seiichi loves Saria and is in love with her. She then asks Adriana to help her get the boy's attention, as Artoria wanted him to love her too. Adriana then promises that she will teach her the perfect way to win Seiichi's heart. At the restaurant, the boy tells his acquaintances about the ring he gave to a friend. Then Noid reveals that, in that country, when a man presents a woman with a ring and places it on her left ring finger, it is a symbol of his vow of eternal love. Seiichi is startled and reveals that his heart belongs to someone else. At that time, Ranza intrudes on the conversation and advises the boy to cultivate an eternal love for the two. Noid advises the boy to make his intentions clear. Either he marries the girl he gave the ring to, or he should sincerely apologize for the misunderstanding. Hearing this, the boy thanks him and leaves. He goes to the orphanage to pick up Saria. Soon after, Artoria appears and Seiichi ponders if this is the best time to clear up the misunderstanding. But suddenly, the girl approaches and kisses the boy. She says that she knows very well that Seiichi didn't give her the ring because he was in love with her, but even so, Artoria ended up falling in love with him and wants to stay by his side. As they hug, Saria opens the door and Seiichi enters in despair. He says that what was happening was not what she thought, but to his surprise, Saria asks him to accept Artoria as well. Although it's a little sad that she can't have Seiichi all to herself, the girl says that she also loves Artoria and wants to have her around. With Saria's approval, Seiichi says he will love Artoria too and kisses the girl. A few days later, the three get married and seal their union in front of their friends. Now they must prepare to face the challenges ahead together. Does this three-way relationship have a chance of working? So what did you think of this anime? Leave it in the comments below. And if you liked the video, like and subscribe for more anime recaps. See you next time.